Good morning, everybody. Goodness, it has been 2.5 months since I've gone live here. So back in December, I announced that I just needed to step back. And so I have been stepping back for the last 2.5 months. And let me just say that I have missed you. I have missed you so much. And several of you have messaged me in the last 2.5 months to say hi and just to check in and say that you're praying for me. And I just want to say thank you so much for doing that. So good morning, Monique. Good morning, Teresa. I just wondered if anybody was going to be able to jump on because I'm probably like way down in everybody's feed because I haven't been active lately. But I'm glad that you're here. And if you're watching later, say hi so I know that you are here. But I'm not back, but I wanted to check in. I wanted to check in and say hi and let you know how things were going. And I have just a few minutes before I start work, so I'll just jump into it. So the last 2.5 months really has been, it really has turned into finding a new normal for our family. And I've really been debating like how to talk about this because I really want to respect the privacy of my kids. But really the bottom line is we're in a season where all of my kids need more of me. And I thought because having 3 teenagers that they would need less of me, but I have found that they actually need more of me. And it's not that they need me to do more tasks for them, but really, I'm trying to figure out how to say this correctly, but some of them do need me like to help them do things, okay? Some of them just need me around just to be in their life. In some cases, I just need to see what's going on, what's happening without, things being said. I just need to keep an eye on them. I know it's weird, but like as teenagers, I still need to keep an eye on them. So anyway, what I have been doing, I've just been that. It's just been me pouring into them more in the last 2.5 months. And in the midst of that, I have, had to say no to some things. In my podcast, Feathers, I talk all about just following the next steps the Lord has for you and taking that leap of faith, even when it doesn't make sense. So it didn't make sense to me. I kind of have this like growing ministry. I know God led me to create Abiding Ministries. I know He led me to do these videos in the past year. I know He had me do the Feathers podcast for 9 seasons. But I also know that God asked me to step away in December. And I do not feel a green light yet to come back. And so I don't know how long the season is going to last, but I know it's for right now. But I wanted to check in and say, we're good. God is teaching me so much about perseverance. I think I read the entire book of James almost every day in January, just because, and if you don't know James, it's a lot about having joy and finding joy and finding wisdom in the trials and the tribulations, having that perseverance. And when you don't know what to do in the middle of all of that you would seek wisdom from God. And that is just the season that I'm in right now. But we're good. In the midst of all of this, I've also been concentrating on my house. We actually totally repainted our kitchen cabinets, which was a lot of fun. I've done a lot of repainting of rooms, repainting baseboards, all that stuff, because I was so busy with everything else I didn't have time to do, so that stuff that had been way down my priority list, I've been able to do some of those. I even reorganized my spices and labeled them. So some of that stuff, and y'all, I'm just like, I'm kind of becoming a little bit of a freak, because I'm like, okay, I love all these bins. And some of that's like the Marie Kondo coming out. I don't know if you guys have been into that tidying up show. I haven't even watched all of them. I just watched a few. But I have just found our life just goes more smoothly when things are organized and it's clean and all of that. So I've been doing a lot of home improvement type stuff. We did the kitchen cabinets, and then we are waiting on some of our countertops to come in, and then we're going to replace those. So I'm probably going to be sharing that kind of stuff over on my personal Instagram. I've been kind of even off of that the past several weeks, and so I'm probably going to jump back into that today. But Anyway, yes, that is what has been going on. We're good. Everybody is good. It's just a season where we're really concentrating. I don't know, we're just like hunkering down as a family and concentrating on that, hunkering down in our home, doing some home improvement stuff. And for whatever reason, you know, I know God has asked. I was just reading Lisa TerKeurst, one of her devotions today, and she was talking about a season where her daughter was having trouble, and she actually, God had her speak even more than she had planned to, even though things were hard at home, you know, and she was going out to speak. And so, you know, I know God sometimes calls us to go ahead and have a public ministry while things are difficult at home. But for now, God has asked me to step away from, you know, more of the public ministry while I minister to my family. So that's what I'm trying to say yes to right now. But I will say I miss you guys like crazy, and I pray for you. And, you know, when God has me to step back into the podcast and this morning show, that I will definitely be there. Somebody messaged me on Instagram, I guess this weekend, and said, you know, are you coming back? I don't know. I know that this, you know, kind of this fall, spring season that I would normally do, I'm not doing, but we'll see about the, you know, the upcoming, you know, summer and fall. So anyway, all of that to say, I miss you guys. I'm doing okay, and I just wanted to check in. So hope you are well. Check in. Let me know how you are. Teresa, I can see God's been showing you a lot, which is great. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Amanda. So good to see you guys. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see when we talk next. Bye, guys.